Hello there, dreamers. Welcome back to DreamDiary, where we explore and learn the meanings of our dreams. Have you ever had a dream in which you think you've woken up, only to then wake up later for real? Perhaps you even got out of bed, started your morning routine, and then snapped out of an imaginary breakfast or journey to work to find yourself back in bed? If this sounds familiar, you might have experienced what's known as a false awakening. False awakenings are usually vivid dreams in which you mistakenly feel like you've woken up. And it's often only when you wake up later, for real this time, that you realize your previous waking was just a dream. Sounds confusing? It certainly can be for many people, myself included on a number of occasions. Thankfully, I don't have false awakenings as regularly as some people do, but have had several during the last few years. One of the fascinating features of a false awakening is just how lifelike it can seem. So even if you have some vague awareness that you're dreaming, the fact that you're dreaming about your normal routine might stop you from questioning it further. The experience often takes the form of waking up and doing something familiar and normal. For example, you might get dressed, go to the bathroom or sit and have breakfast. It's only when you wake up for real that you realize what happened, and puzzle over what a remarkably realistic dream it was. Some people experience more than one episode before they eventually wake up for real. Repeated false awakenings, a kind of Russian doll of dreams, can happen in one night. This is something that many dreamers have described. This extended version of multiple false awakenings is sometimes referred to as nested dreams, or dreams within dreams. It might sound like the unlikely plot of movies like Inception, but these dreams within dreams do happen, and can leave you feeling like you're trapped inside your dreams. False awakenings can seem so real that perhaps even on finally waking up, you might need a while to be fully convinced that you're actually going to eat breakfast this time. There's no scientific consensus on the cause of false awakenings. As with sleep paralysis, false awakening is related to disrupted REM sleep. A few suggested explanations for false awakenings include sleep disorders, such as insomnia and sleep apnea, anticipation, or knowing you need to wake up early for a specific reason, noise and other disturbances that interrupt your sleep without fully waking you up. It is also important to know if there is something else that is causing your sleep problems. False awakening may be a result of one of the following: another sleep disorder such as narcolepsy, a medical condition, medication use, a mental health disorder, substance abuse. False awakenings are sometimes confused with sleep paralysis, which can occur either when waking up or falling asleep. During an episode, your body is paralyzed, but your brain is conscious and aware of your surroundings. What some people experience is a false awakening in which they dream of waking up and being unable to move. This can also be frightening, both in the dream and when you wake up and remember what just happened. The key difference is that the paralysis really does physically occur during sleep paralysis. On the other hand, the paralysis during a false awakening takes place purely within the dream. You will usually then wake up in your bed and be able to move normally. According to researcher Celia Green, PhD, in her book, Lucid Dreaming, The Paradox of Consciousness During Sleep, there are two main types of false awakenings. First, a type 1 false awakening proceeds in a fairly straightforward way. After waking up, you do the same things you typically would. This type often won't feel scary as it happens, though you might feel disoriented or somewhat distressed once you actually wake up. Second, with this type, you might wake up with a sense of foreboding or feel convinced something strange or bad is about to happen. This type of false awakening could resemble sleep paralysis, especially if you dream you wake up and can't move or escape from some type of malicious presence in your room. When you do wake up, though, you'll be able to move normally. While type 2 false awakenings can feel unnerving, there's no evidence to suggest they actually mean something bad is about to happen. Research from 2011 offers another potential explanation for false awakenings. According to the theory of dream protoconsciousness, your brain prepares for consciousness during REM sleep, using its internal representation of your everyday world. This model serves as a starting place for your dreams. The theory suggests. But most dreams include plenty of other elements that make them seem much less realistic. False awakenings could happen when hyperarousal, or increased alertness, during REM sleep keeps you from experiencing more typical dreams, like those involving flying, falling, and other surreal happenings. Instead, the dreams may rely on more specific memories of familiar surroundings and your typical daily routine. As strange as they might feel, false awakenings generally don't pose any cause for medical concern. There's no evidence to suggest that they occur as a symptom of any physical or mental health condition. Like all dreams, false awakenings will end eventually. But if they become a regular annoyance or keep you from getting restful sleep, talking to a sleep specialist may be a good option. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more upcoming videos.